Well, on the event of Intellect Design Arena announcing its quarterly earnings, we are in conversation with its head right now. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Jain, let me start off by asking you about what you have made of the quarter. How do you assess this quarter gone by? That's the first part of my question. My second part is it possible that the lumpiness of the revenues has shown up, and that's the reason why we are looking at a sequential subduedness when it comes to your top line?
Good morning to all the investors who are on the call. I mentioned that the software product business is different from services business, where the business are aligned once you sign the engagement and continuously going up and down, continuously going linearly. Product business is more exponential, and it's annualized business, not quarter-on-quarter business. So we need an education to the investor from our side that this business to be tracked on annualized basis, not on a quarterly basis. So that's one of the problems we are facing, because this industry is different, and this industry doesn't have and set the benchmark for measurement. So looking at it from an annualized basis, we have grown 24% year on year in rupee term, from 242 crore revenue last year to 299 crore this year at the same time. And if I have two deferment deals of 17.4 crore, our revenue for this quarter is 316 crore compared to 242 crore of the last year, translates into 30% plus growth. And I think 30% growth rate, if it's not good enough for the market, we build up wrong expectations, because what we believe is 30% is a right growth number or exciting growth number within Intellect, and we feel very, very excited. We are gaining the international momentum. We are signing 100 crore deal in UK against all the best competition in the world. We have signed deal in Australia for core banking. And I think these are the transformational deals in digital space where we are becoming number one leader in the marketplace. So I think that's the first thing which we want to, obviously there is a two deal deferment which happened, which is not so positive from the news perspective, so that this number would have been visible in the bottom line in real sense. But this 17 crore is intact for annualized basis. So it may not be there for current quarter, but it's intact for the full year.
Right, Mr. Jain, in FY18, from what I understand, you did sign about 12 transformational deals among 50 deals which are in the digital space. So can you tell us a little more about what kind of traction you witnessed in the first quarter and what we can expect as we move into the next few quarters as well?
So this quarter we signed 10 deals, out of which 2 are destiny deals. One is a UK deal, which is a more than 100 crore deal, but none of the revenue is booked into this quarter, because revenue will start booking starting from November onwards, and the system will go live and the subscription basis. So this is one of the deal which is 100 crore deal in the initial sign-up phase, but it can go up to next to 300 crore deals as we move forward on the deal. Second deal is we have signed up in Malaysia. One of the largest bank in Malaysia signed up for their regional deployment of GTB solution. That is another big deal in this quarter. 2 deals which got deferred, one is coming from Australia and one is coming from Africa, are another 4 transformation deals. So in this quarter, we signed 4 transformation deals compared to 12 last year, and total would be 12 in this first quarter itself. And the focus is that we need to increase the license value for each of the deals. So our pipeline of close to 1,500 crores, and total pipeline is close to 3,500 crore. I think that gives us a confidence to grow 20% year on year.
So just 2 more questions. My next question is to do with your licensing business and your AMC revenue. So what kind of trends are you seeing right now on ground, and what can we expect as we move into the rest of the financial year?
Yeah, so I think license is the core business for any product company. AMC is a trailing revenues of 20% of license gets translated to AMC. So AMC's growth is directly proportional to the license growth, and that most of that number comes to the bottom line, AMC growth number. on license side, we did some 200 crore last year, FY18, and FY19, we looking at this growth to go at least 30 to 40% up on license revenue.
Right, sir. And my final question is to do with your debt, which has been coming up quite substantially over the previous 4 or 5 odd quarters. Are we likely to see further reduction, or are you comfortable with your current debt levels?
Yeah, we are announced 100 crore promoter preferential offer at 192 rupees, and that will be cleared by the AGM. So board has recommended 100 crore infusion into the company from the promoter.